sometimes it's good to follow another vehicle like this, because when you get the high beams constantly flashing in your eyes, it can just give you nothing but headaches. So having somebody else in front of you, they take some of that pressure for you, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So we're just hitting the 70 zone now at Mt Larcom. I'm going to once we get around through the town, I'm going to stop for about 15 minutes, and I'll do my logbook up, and then I'll be shooting off. So I'll just give you a little bit of a shot of what it's like coming through Mt Larcom. So this is the day in the life. It's currently, well, it's very close to 9:15 at night. And as you can see, there's not terribly much on the roads up here at Mt Larcom. It's only a small town. Kilometres to Rockhampton, and I'll do some video footage of my of the truck going through Rocky, and then I'll stop the footage, and then we'll do some more of it of the footage once I'm going to stop at Yamba. So I'll be going till about 11 o'clock. This guy's just pulling into the Puma. He's already had a bit of a chat on the radio. It is a VW. You can see how wide he's turning. That's just so his trailer doesn't take out that light pole. And I'm just coming into the stopping bay here. I'll leave the engine running for this. You can see the traffic is coming through now. Some cars coming from the opposite direction. Okay, 9:15. Just for your interest sakes. Oops. There's my logbook. This is showing my work time with the breaks I've had, and that's the current break I'm on just here. So that makes an hour's worth of breaks. I should be stopping at about 11 o'clock at Yamba. So only about an hour and a half left to go, and I'll stop for the night. So currently it was 518 to 059, so it's about 60, 20, yes, it's about 440 kilometers, I believe, that I've driven so far. Doesn't seem like much, but when you've got a lot of roadworks and all that sort of good stuff, it does sort of slow you down a bit, and it all adds up. So yes, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, long hours. You've got to keep your logbook up to date the whole time. If you don't write everything in, the fines can get rather uncomfortable, and the Department of Transport have no mercy with that sort of thing. So it's all about allegedly road safety, making sure that you take the appropriate prescribed brakes. If you make a mistake, you rule it out and redo that section, and you sign it, all the rest of it, and yeah, and they'll question you about it when they stop you at the next, when next you're stopped at a weighbridge or something of that nature. They'll go through you like a dose of salts and find out whether or not you've breached. So yeah, all good. So apart from that, yeah, it's been a pretty good straight run. We've covered some miles. It's gotten dark. It was a beautiful sunset. Really, really red. I was using the GPS, so I didn't put that on, to record. It would have been quite pretty. It was absolutely beautiful, actually. But yeah, tonight, once I stop, you'll see I'll pre-prepare my page, and this one I'll be counting up the hours and signing this page off. At the moment I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. I've currently done 6.5 hours of driving, and the 400 and something kilometres. So that's not too bad. We don't worry about the number of kilometres. The Department of Transport don't care about that. They just care about the hours and the brakes. Being a BFM driver, that's basic fatigue management, I can drive up to 14 hours in one day. I don't like to go all the way up to there, just in case for some reason you're expecting to stop at a particular place and you can't, like they may have closed it, or it might be full, and you may have to go for another half hour till you find somewhere else. I like to give myself that half hour to hour, so if I can not drive any longer than 13 hours, it gives me 1 hour up my sleeve. And that means also the next day, I can then, I've got that extra hour just in case I can't stop when I need to stop. I've got that extra hour to take 15 minutes extra and do my calculations, because you can't drive for any more than 14 hours in any 24-hour period. So you got to, when you're counting your hours, so it's say from 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. So anything that was done earlier on the first 1 p.m, you can forget that, and then just count everything down to the next 1 p.m. You can't be over 14 hours. So that's the rules that we have to operate under, and that's why it's so vital that you keep a very close eye on your hours, and be very, very careful. Now, because I started at 2, and I'll not do, by the looks of it, any more than 8 hours, right? I've got 6 hours from when I start tomorrow before I can, you have a 10-hour break, so that means 9 a.m. If I push off at 9 a.m, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours before I hit the time that I left today. So that'll give me 13 hours, and then I can just go along, and then but you've got to take.
Yeah, I'll put MC nothing up there to worry, mate.
You've got to have quarter of an hour.
You'll go back your way there anyway, mate. I'm just stopping here for a quick half.
You've got to take quarter hour in the first 6 hours, and it's got to be 30 minutes within, I think it's the first 8.5. So there are things that that you have to do. So what I try to do is every 2.5 to 3 hours have a break of 15 minutes minimum, and when I'm going to have like dinner or which I like to make it a half-hour break. It means that you can't do quite as many hours in the day. It's not a race, so that means that you aren't going to go over. So it avoids the problem of actually ending up with fines. So yeah. So I just hope that that was worthwhile. I hope you're finding that interesting. That's what all the truckers are going through. The ones who are on standard hours only have 12 hours in any 24-hour period that they can drive of basic fatigue management, so I can do 14, and then get the advanced fatigue management, and they can do 16 in a 24-hour period. So yeah, they're I don't know how those guys do it, but at any rate, that's the way it works. So anyway, I'll leave it there, and like I said, when I hit Rocky, I'll take some footage, and then we'll stop the footage once I've gone through Rocky, and then we'll have some footage as I'm coming into where I'm pulling up for the night. Okay, everybody, you take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.